Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's still your girl Kamsi, aka Mama Ada, Mama Chimamanda, that woman God remembered and showed mercy after 5 years of TTC. You're highly welcome. If today is the first time seeing my face, you're highly welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and please don't make it your last. Do the necessary thing. Just click on the red button that says subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all your encouragement, for all your prayers, for everything. I really appreciate. And in today's video, I'll be listing out, telling you all the things I did intentionally to get pregnant. Yes, the things I did intentionally. And believe me, I didn't just do it once and I stopped. I kept doing them, okay? Because if I just did it once and it worked, I would have had maybe 3 or 4 children by now, okay? So I kept doing them intentional. I was intentional about it, doing them. And at a point, it became a lifestyle to me. So I thought of sharing it with you all. I believe somebody somewhere might learn one or two from this video. And remember to share it to some people, share it to your friends, those trusting God for the fruit of the womb, or trusting God for anything. This is not just about those trusting God for the fruit of the womb. I believe it can help other people based on what you are looking for. Okay, so let's dive into the video. The first thing I did while trying to conceive, if you don't know, I trusted God for 5 years before I conceived. So the first thing I do, or the first thing I did, was to go to the hospital, which is the normal thing any normal individual should do. If you're trusting God for the fruit of the womb and you don't go to the hospital for checkup, I don't think you are doing the right thing, okay? And I'll tell people that going to the hospital, maybe you are getting pregnant, you are getting married, and the first thing in your mind is to go to the hospital to check about your fertility status. I don't think it's normal. I don't think it's necessary, okay? Because I see it's a way that indirectly you'll be putting stress, you'll be mounting stress on yourself or anxiety, okay? On a normal, the World Health Organization will tell you that when you must have tried for 1 year and nothing is happening, that is when you can talk about infertility, okay? And normally they will tell you try for at least first 6 months. If it's not happening, you go to the hospital. Excuse me, it's like something getting into my eye. Yeah. They will tell you to come to the hospital and they'll ask you for how long you've been trying. If you tell them you've been trying for 6 months, they will tell you just keep trying, okay? Because pregnancy is not just something that is, let's say, 90 over 100 that you get pregnant each month. No, it's about maybe 10 over 100. For you, the chances is 10%. Yes. That is what I believe is 10%, because if not, everybody will be getting pregnant every month. So I went to the hospital, check out for some things, why I wasn't getting pregnant, in as much as they never gave me any substantial reason why I wasn't getting pregnant. So but I kept going. I ran different tests, scan, what is it called, ultrasound and all those things, okay? I went to the hospital. After going to the hospital, the second thing I did was to take the necessary medication. Yeah, why I'm talking about this necessary medication is that so many people, they go to the hospital to know why they are not getting pregnant. Maybe they will tell them you have fibroid, you have cyst, you have PCOS, you have this, and this is what they're supposed to do, and they will not do it. See, it's very, very wrong for you to know what your problem is and you don't work towards it. God answers prayer. But one thing the Bible says is that faith without work is dead. So, as a TTC mom, someone that is trusting God for the fruit of the womb, it is important that after going to the hospital, you take your medication. You do the necessary things that the doctors have told you this is what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying you shouldn't trust God. Yes, you should trust God, but work towards it. There are some things that God cannot do for you. God will not come and take medication for you. God will not come and give you folic acid to drink. God will not come and treat infection for you. God will not come and sleep with a man with you. So it is necessary for you to do what you're supposed to do as an individual and leave the rest for God. So I took the medication that they gave me. I took it serious and I took the medications, okay? Then the next thing I always do is prophesy to myself and buy baby stuffs. I always tell people prophecy is very, very important. You don't just need a prophet to prophesy into your life for it to come to pass, okay? Bible said that in your mouth there is life, and it lies life and death. So I always prophesy to myself. I tell myself, I call myself a mother of children. I call myself mama triplet. I always pray and prophesy to myself. I always buy baby stuffs, okay? If you watch my video, you know that even before I got pregnant, there are baby stuffs in my house. The day I found out I was pregnant, I brought out baby stuff. We live in a three-bedroom apartment. Each room has baby stuff. So you don't need to buy as much as I did. Like as I'm filming this video, I didn't even plan it. I didn't plan it, but the clothes my baby is wearing today is one of the clothes I bought. I even filmed it about preparing for my baby. So one thing I always tell people is that let there be a symbol of what you are trusting God for in your house. Is an act of faith for me. So I always tell myself, as for you, confidence, you're a fruitful mom, you're a mother of children. You are not barren, okay? I kept reminding God of his word as well. I kept reminding God of his word. He said that as for you, confident, be fruitful and multiply. So multiplication comes from him. I remind God that my name is Chineyenwa. Chineyenwa means God gives children. I kept reminding him that my name cannot be Chineyenwa and I will not have my own children. So I always tell him that he have to do something because he promised all this. So I kept reminding him of his promises, even though that I know that I'm prophesying unto myself and buying baby stuffs. Then the next thing I do is I call forth my children spiritually. Yes, it is very, very important. I call forth my children spiritually. Each time I pray, after praying, I normally straight out my hands. I'll be like, I receive my children in the name of God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I call their names, Melody, Comfort, Brian, Comfort. I even go to the extent of telling them that they should break every yoke that is stopping them from coming to mommy. Yes, I always do that in my prayer. So I stretch out my hands, I pray, I give them the power, the authority to break whatever thing that is stopping them from coming to me, okay? Yes, this is what I did. That is why I said this is something I did that worked for me, okay? If you want, you can practice it. It might work for you. So I always call them forth spiritually. I pray and call them forth. Pick up the clothes that I bought for them. I'll tell them, I've gotten some things for you. Look at what I bought for you people. You people should come. Mommy did this, mommy did that. I always do it, okay? It worked for me. Another thing I do is praying with the element of the earth. If there's anything my ex taught me that I'm holding tenaciously is praying with the element of the earth. We always pray with the moon, then I remember. So I always pray with the moon. If the moon is out, I pray to the moon. I tell the moon what I want. When it's sunning, I'll look up to the sun and I speak and I'll tell the sun what I want. When the wind is blowing, I pray with the wind. I tell the wind what I want. When I'm climbing the hill while going to work, I speak to the hill. I tell the hill what I want. When it's raining, I speak to the rain. I pray about everything. There's land I'm walking upon, I pray with them. I pray with the sound. I pray with water. I pray with everything, all the elements of the earth. I pray with them, okay? I always tell them this is what I want. I want when the thunder strikes, I pray with it. I pray with everything. Everything. I don't know the one that God answered, but I'm just sharing it with you. These are the things I did intentionally. I was so intentional about doing all those things. Then the next thing I always do is sacrifice. I always help pregnant women. Some people don't know that sacrifice is not just all about giving money, in as much as I give money to the less privileged, give money to people you feel that needs it. Maybe you see a pregnant woman, you can still help. Maybe you see a pregnant woman carrying something, you can help them carry it. You can help them do one or two things. You can cook for them, you can take care of them, you can, all those things, you can do it. I always do sacrifices. Sacrifice can be depending on any type of thing you want to do. Anything can be sacrificed, okay? So another thing I do is celebrating other people's pregnancy. My friends calls me and they tell me, babe, what's up? Oh, I'm pregnant. See, I don't get jealous of them. What I do is I celebrate with them. And after celebrating, maybe I will thank God on their behalf. I'll tell God, God, the good thing is good. Oh, may it get to me. Oh, like, I don't jealous them. See, as humans, sometimes when when something that you're trusting God for keeps happening to your friends, there's this spirit that will tell you, why is it not happening to you? Why is it to others? It comes, it's normal. But what is left for you is for you to work towards it and make sure that spirit doesn't lead you to jealousy or envy. So what you have to do is put that spirit under control, okay? Tell yourself that you appreciate what God is doing for others and tell God to remember you. Believe me, God will remember you. Don't be jealous of them. Pray for them. Me, I go as far as praying unto the day of delivery. I will tell God, the day this person will deliver, there shall be no complication, there shall be no loss of blood, there shall be no lack of water. You will fill them with blood, with strength, with everything. I pray for them because of what I know this is what I'm looking for. And I know that on my own day, on my own days of pregnancy, that people will pray for me. Yes, I know that. And it happened when I gave birth. People were so happy. If you see people I never even knew that were praying for me, they were celebrating me that I've given birth. They were thanking God on my behalf. And I know that people were praying for me. Even YTTC, okay? Even YTTC, I knew that I kept praying for people when I was single. When I see people that are trying to conceive, I kept praying for them. I took it as a challenge upon myself for every woman that I know that's trusting God for the fruit of the womb. I kept praying for them. So when I got pregnant, I think the devil was like, okay, you kept praying for others. Oyana, experience what they expressed. And I knew deep down in my mind that as I was passing through that phase of life, I knew people were praying for me. What am I trying to say? Pray for people when they get pregnant, when they share pregnancy news for you, because you know that whatever thing you give in life, there's a way it normally comes back to you, okay? Then the next thing I always do is that I've talked about reminding God of his promises. The next thing is I always imagine myself. You see, imagination. I always imagine myself carrying my own children. I'll tell people that I think I've always I don't think it's not I think, let me just say it. I've always wished to have a first child as a girl. So I don't know, it started even before I got pregnant. Sometimes if I'm imagining myself, carrying my first child, I always imagine a baby girl. So I think there was a time, sometime 3 years ago, I was making a video. I was just filming myself in my this, and I was like, how will my baby look like? How will Melody look like? So I posted that video on my WhatsApp status, and I asked people, when you look at this video, what do you see? How do I expect people to say that I'm imagining about my baby? So I wasn't pregnant then. 3 years ago, I wasn't even thinking about pregnancy, okay? But in my mind, I knew it would happen. So I was imagining how my baby girl would look like. And I was looking like my baby girl might look like me. I was just imagining all those things. I imagine myself carrying my children, the way we will gather, the way we will play, all those things. So power of imagination works. And in one of my videos, I wrote from imagination to reality. So imagination works. I always imagine myself with my children, okay? So it's very, very important that you imagine yourself with your children sometimes, okay? Then the last but not the least is I relaxed. Yes, I relaxed. When you know that you've done what you're supposed to do as a human being, you've done everything necessarily you have to do, the next thing is just for you to relax. It is only God that can give children. When it comes to pregnancy, you cannot just decide, oh, this month I'm getting pregnant. Some people will say it work out for them. Yes, it might work out for you, but it's not by your power. It is when God wants it. It will only happen when God wants it to happen, okay? So while doing this, I always tell myself that this is what I'm supposed to do to get pregnant. And from there, it became a norm to me. It became like a lifestyle to me. I don't just do it just to get pregnant. It became a lifestyle to me. And I always tell people, this is not just about getting pregnant. It also works for you if you are trusting God for anything. You are trusting God for a job, or you see someone that has a job, celebrate with that person, okay? If you are trusting God for anything, you can still apply these things apart from medications and going to the hospital. But every other thing is very, very important. Okay, I didn't mention celebrating other people's children. Okay, I always say that sometimes some people say that women trusting God for the fruit of the womb, you treat or maltreat other people's children. It's very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. You cannot attract what you attack. So if you are trusting God for children, I always tell you that children are spirits. You don't know the one that is carrying your luck. You don't know the one that is carrying your favor. So treat them right. Yes, treat them right. It's very, very important for you to treat other people's children right. Okay. So after I must have done those things, or you must have done those things, you have to relax. There's one thing Pastor Selman will always say. He said, in times of trouble, find peace. In times of lack, find peace. In times of problems, find peace. See, when you find peace in your heart, you can overcome everything. But when you don't have peace in your mind, you don't have rest, you don't have tranquility and calmness in your life, see, there is a problem. So after you must have done everything you're supposed to do as a human being, the right thing for you is just to rest. Find peace. God is coming. Okay, find peace. I relaxed. I told God, I've done everything I'm supposed to do as a human. It is left for you. The rest is left for you. It's not that I stopped doing those things. I now do it, like I said, it now became like a lifestyle in my life. I go to the sun, I will just be walking, I'll remember, the sun is shining, I'll start speaking to the sun, okay? The wind is blowing, I'll speak to the wind. It's raining, I speak to the rain, the moon comes out, I speak to the moon. I take care of people, I prophesy to myself, even my child, I always tell my child, you have siblings, you have brothers, and you have a sister. I don't know how God is going to do, but this is what I want. I know that God will do it. It has become a lifestyle, okay? I always prophesy even to the life of my new baby. I prophesy to her life. So make these things like a lifestyle. It will help you a lot. These are the things I did intentionally to get pregnant. And I must say something. If you want to throw everything I said away, please, if you're a TTC mom, don't throw three things away from this video. Don't throw away praying and prophesying to yourself. Prophecy can be of two types, negatively or positively. You have to prophesy to yourself positively. You don't just need a pastor to prophesy into your life. Even the Bible will tell us that the power of life and death is in our tongue, okay? You don't necessarily need a prophet to prophesy into your life. If they prophesy into your life, that is additional. But the one you speak over your life matters a lot, okay? So it's good that you prophesy to yourself. Call yourself, you're a mother of you're a joyful mother of children, you are not barren. Tell yourself those promises that God has said. As for you, Chinenwa, be fruitful and multiply. All those things. Whenever you see and Sarah bear a son, put your name, okay? Even God said in the Bible, wait on him. You tell God, I'm waiting on you, I'm not wasting. Because if you're waiting on God, you're not wasting, okay? Then another thing you should not throw away is going to the hospital to find out the reason why you're not conceiving. Don't just spiritualize everything. Go to the hospital. And if you go to the hospital and they tell you this is the reason why you're not taking in, try and work towards it. If they tell you to take medication, please take medication, okay? So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. This will be the end of this video, and I'll see you all in my next video. If there's anything, please drop a beautiful comment. Have you tried any of this? If you are a TTC mom or you are trusting God for anything, have you ever tried any of these things, or did you try something else? Please drop in the comment section. We learn every day, and thank you. Share this video to your friends. You don't know whom this video might help. Mostly the TTC parents. Send it to them. Let them listen to what I did for 5 years and God answered me. Okay. Thank you for watching. It's not a must that it will take you to that 5 years. You can do it today and it will work for you tomorrow. Okay. Just these are the things I did. No doctor will tell you this. No nurse will tell you this. Nobody told me this. I found it out myself and I did it and it worked for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. For now, bye. Like this video as well, okay? Just give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share, do everything good, okay? Bye.